So little Jimmy grabs your keys while you're driving and decides to chuck them out the window. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Time FK7, and today we're going to be conducting some tests on your key fob. And today's video is going to be What If Key Fob Edition. Let's go. So the reason why I'm conducting these experiments is so that we're all human and humans make mistakes, and sometimes we make stupid mistakes. I'm going to do each possible scenario that could happen with this key fob. But before we get started, I want to teach you some tips and tricks that you can use on your 10th gen Honda Civic. And I probably already went over this on my features on this car. So if you haven't checked that video out where I teach you some features that you may or may not know on this 10th gen Civic, be sure to check that out right over here somewhere. And I'm going to be linking it down in the description as well. So my very first tips and tricks with this key fob is you can actually roll down your windows when you're pressing the unlock button. So to do that, you just have to press and hold the unlock button, but the only downside to that is you can't really put the windows back up with just your key fob. In order for you to roll your windows back up, you'd have to physically get your key out of the key fob and put it in your little keyhole and twist to the left. Or you have to physically go in your car and roll it up yourselves. So it's a good and bad feature that this car has. But anyways, we're gonna go on the first scenario. So our first scenario, what if, for those CVT owners, what if you remote start your car with this remote? And then you actually go inside the car with your other remote. I'm gonna drop this one, that's the key fob that we use to start the car, and we're gonna be using this key. So, will it unlock? Yes, it will. And so, now that we're inside, will it actually start? Yeah, so obviously it's gonna let me start because we did use the key fob and we're able to drive around like normal. So this isn't a problem because this is the key fob that you used. But there's a big but here. Here's another scenario, okay? So you turn off the car. This is our first real scenario. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remote start the car. All right, and then we're gonna keep the car unlocked because, you know, you might have kids and you tell them to get in the car because you're about to go to the grocery store, you're gonna drop them off. But what happens if, so the car's unlocked, right? What happens if one of the kids decides to sit in the driver's seat because the car is already started? What happens if your kid, your teenager, decides to sit in the car and tries to drive off? Will it work? So no, it does not work. And I'm just gonna go ahead and try to turn it back on. No. So that's a good thing, that's a good feature. So if you have kids, or especially teenagers that are super curious and they want to drive the car, it's not going to start without the key fob inside of the car. Now let's move on to the next. So let's say you're done shopping at the groceries and just pretend that this parking lot was full, all right? Or you're at the mall, it's Black Friday and you just got done Christmas shopping. And you come back to the parking lot and you actually forgot where you parked. So a little quick tip for that is if you press and hold this panic button, your car will beep. And let me just turn that off. And you'll be able to locate your car. Now, if you want extended range, so I don't know, let's say the car is like twice as far as that right there. If you were to use your head as an antenna, it's gonna enhance the waves. Whatever, I'm not a scientist, but your head acts as a amplifier, if that makes sense, and you'll be able to have extended range because it is, the holiday season is coming up. It's right around the corner. Actually, it's already November. Can you believe that? And yeah, that's a little trick that I use. So let's say you started your car already and you left your phone at work or at home. So you went back into the house and grabbed your phone, and then you left your keys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simulate that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out here. And then I'm just gonna put it there, safe and sound. And then we're gonna try driving. Okay, so keyless remote not detected. So it does give you a warning, but can we still drive off with that alert on? Let's see. Okay, so I'm able to put this on drive or put this on gear, and I'm just gonna drive around, see what happens. Let's go over here. So we're plenty far away from the keys, and as you can see, I'm still able to drive. So you get to your location, right? So let's put the car in park, and we're gonna turn it off. So you get to your location and you didn't realize the alert, okay? So you turn off your car. Now, when you leave your car, it's gonna beep. But let's see if we can try turning it back on. So we're back in the car. Remember, we're without the keys, okay? So we're gonna step on the brake. Nope. So this is the thing that I hate about with modern cars. So if you forget your keys and you already started your car, this car is not gonna start and you're gonna be stranded. So yeah, that's the thing that I hate about these modern cars these days, is that the remote, the keyless remote system needs to be fixed. Okay, so another scenario. So you started your car and you're driving, you're, on your way to the park or something, and you have kids. And one of your kids decides to take your keys and throw it out the window for some reason. So we're gonna recreate that. I have the key fob in my hand, and while I'm driving out there, I'm gonna throw this key fob away, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we're taking little Jimmy out to the park, and little Jimmy grabs your keys. Where's my keys? Here's my keys. So little Jimmy grabs your keys while you're driving and decides to chuck them out the window. There you go, you're still driving. So we just threw it out the window. And the car's still fine. So we're driving like normal. The car still doesn't detect that the keys were left behind. And we're gonna make a U-turn here. Sorry about that, it's hard driving with one hand. All right, so I don't want to go too far away from the keys, but still, no alerts, nothing. The car does not sense it whatsoever that the keys are now gone. The keys has been thrown out by little Jimmy. And so now, when we get to our destination, when we get to the park, this is what's gonna happen. Alright, so we get to the destination finally. We put the car on park and we suspect nothing has happened. Everything is normal. The key's still with us. The key's still in your purse or in your pocket. But in reality, little Jimmy decided to throw away the keys while you're on the freeway or expressway. So we're gonna close all the windows like usual, and then we're gonna turn off the car. So nothing happened. So now we're gonna try to get out. The car beeps, okay? Oh wait, I left my keys in the car because the car started beeping. So you go in your car, you try to find the keys, but the keys aren't here. The car's still beeping even when you go inside the car. So then you start panicking. Oh my God, what do I do now? So you're gonna try to start your car, and now you're screwed. Now you're stuck at the park that's 100 miles away from your house, or you know, whatever. And little Jimmy then tells you, oh, I threw away the keys out the window because I thought it was gonna be fun. So now you're screwed and you are now stuck. The car didn't warn you or anything once the keys left the car. So again, that's another thing that I hate about these modern cars. So we're gonna go ahead and retrieve the keys. It's somewhere over here. Oh, here it is. Found it. There's the keys. Alright, so another key fob trick, just in case you guys missed my features video. This is supposed to be a dead key fob. So you're at your home and you don't have an extra battery lying around and your battery for your fob dies. So what I did was I took off the battery, and I'm just going to simulate, you know, having a dead key fob battery. So obviously getting in your car, you're going to have to take off your key from your key fob, which is really easy. There is a little slider right here on your key. So once you slide that off, then your key will release. So anyways, this is a dead key fob, and to start your car, obviously, you know, you're gonna press on the brake, and this is the message that you're gonna get. So for that, obviously it just says what you need to do. You just have to hold the key fob next to it, and then you can start just like that. So it started up without a problem because this has like an RFI detector, I don't know, some kind of radiation whatever sensor. So you don't need a battery to start your car, and this key fob is actually programmed to work on your specific vehicle. So I can't take this key fob and like go to my Type R and try to start up that car. That's not going to work. It doesn't work like that. So these key fobs are specifically programmed to work on a specific car. It's time for subscriber builds. Will I show off your builds on my channel? And our first build for today is... First up, we have a build from QWERTY JSM, and he says, "Hi Chris, really love your car channel and how you achieve your dream car. Also, congratulations on reaching the 10K subscribers. By the way, here's my 2018 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport." Next, we have Xing Hang Chang's build, and he says, "Hi Chris, after watching your video, I did the muffler delete and more like yours. LED strip light are going to be installed in a week. Duckbill is on the way, as well as window visor and a carbon fiber side mirror cap. Thank you for teaching all the techniques to change the look of my car. Keep it up." And finally, we have a build from Slow X Gen Civic, and he says, "Hey Chris, my name is Enrique, and this is my 2017 Civic EX. Your channel has inspired me a lot. Keep up the great work, Chris." If you want your build to be featured on my upcoming videos, send me an email at christimefk7@gmail.com so that your build can be featured on the channel. Back to the video. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something new in this video. If you did learn something, be sure to hit that like button and comment down below what you guys learned, or if you guys have anything else to add to this video in case I didn't cover it. If you're in the market for LED lights or floor mats, be sure to check out LastFit's website because they are top quality products. I myself have installed it on this car and even on the Type R, and so far I've had no complaints whatsoever. I love their products and you get a discount. So be sure to use my code CTFK7 for that 10% off. Again, that code is CTFK7. And if you haven't already, watch my installation videos and my reviews of those products. I did post that on the channel, so be sure to check that out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is Time FK7, and peace out.